Hello, folks. Dr. Freedom here for you. Time some Doctor News. News from in and around the universe that may or may not affect you on a deep, weird level that can only be described as strange. Now, recently, I've been watching some other channels, of course, and now I know the secret of getting hundreds of thousands of subscribers really quick. It's called make your subscribers jump through hoops and offer them free gifts. Sorry, I'm here to deliver the news. I am not Monty Hall. Let me just say that right off the bat. But okay, let's move on. I'm going to have a lot to say over the next few days because there's just parts of me that are not buying that for some crazy reason that people, especially teenagers, were entrusted with top secret information regarding Doctor Who. It's just the story's beginning to sound a bit suspicious. I'm beginning to wonder, if maybe I was wrong and that this was a deliberate leak that happened over the last couple days. And because that's the only explanation that fits. But more on that later. Maybe we'll sit down with the gang and have a further talk on it in the future. Let's move on. Let's get to something relevant. Let's something that happened today. Let's start off with the top. Of course, the new series of Doctor Who is going to be scored by composer Segun Akinola. Launching this out on BBC One, the highly anticipated new series of Doctor Who will be scored by this new burgeoning composer. The Royal Birmingham Conservatoire Alumni will provide an exciting and emotional score, beckoning in a new era for the show, including a fresh take on the legendary theme tune. As part of the BAFTA Breakthrough Brit program in 2015, Segun has already been recognized as one of the rising stars amongst British composers. So it's kind of nice that, we do finally have a name to put to who's going to be composing the music for next series. So, good luck to you. You've got some big shoes to fill, but I think you can do it. Let's move on. Now, Beth over here on Twitter, we all know who that is, put up a really nice thing here about apparently adored the new SFX Magazine Doctor Who special. And this is called The 13 Faces of the Doctor Who, Tom Baker exclusive, all that stuff. Be sure to keep an eye out for this if you haven't seen it out on the newsstand already. I have not had a chance to peruse it myself, but it looks pretty interesting. Moving on. This, of course, is the cover for this week's Doctor Who Magazine, which is out in 2 days. And check this really nifty stuff out. There's Zoe Harriet, of course, and there's Susan Foreman, and of course Ace. And it looks like there's going to be exclusive interviews in this with Wendy Padbury and Sophie Aldred, plus Out of the TARDIS with Carol Ann Ford. Trust me, I feel your pain, guys. I think a lot of these ladies do deserve another chance to be on the show, especially Carol Ann Ford. The one thing I would love to have seen is a Susan Regeneration scene, but I'm never going to have faith in this happening again, especially after a certain event a few years ago. Moving on. David Tennant admits his attic is full of Doctor Who souvenirs and memorabilia. It turns out right here he goes, he is the 10th Time Lord is still showered with memorabilia from the show, he confessed. The corporation is contractually bound to get his approval for any souvenirs that carry his image. But the 47-year-old actor said he has put a halt to his hoarding for the sake of his 4 children. In the end, he has to admit, who am I keeping it for? Just for my kids to throw away when I'm dead? Because they don't care, so I'll keep a few little bits and pieces. So kind of nice to hear that from the Tennant guy. Moving on. New Torchwood season from Big Finish. That's right, Big Finish have announced Torchwood is returning in a new series of audio plays. But is the team ready for its greatest threat to date? They'll be fighting an alien god in the fiery start to Series 6 of Torchwood, God Among Us. So, if you want to go check this out, there's some more stuff about it here. So, when a god comes to Cardiff, the world goes to hell. I thought if anybody went to Cardiff, they were going to hell, according to some accounts. But alright, moving on. Torchwood Series 6 Part 1 kicks off its next set of adventures in October of this year. Part 2 will follow in February 2019, and Part 3 will complete this series in June of 2019. All 3 parts can be pre-ordered today individually for £25 on download or £28 on CD, or you can save money in a specially priced Torchwood Series 6 bundle with all 3 parts at £60 on download or £75 on CD. Moving on. Oh no, it isn't 20 years on. I thought this was very, very neat that this came out because, as you all know, we've had Lisa Bowerman on our show a few times, and she's an amazing lady. And it's just weird. Today marks, well, actually this was yesterday. I'm very sorry. Marked the 20th anniversary of the first recording session of a Big Finish audio ever. And in 1998, 20 years ago, they recorded their first release. Oh no, it isn't. And this was the Bernie Summerfield series. And it's kind of hard to believe. I still have these put away somewhere, so I'll have to go back and listen to those again. I know I have the files put away somewhere, so Also with Nick Courtney, I think was playing the cat, if I remember right. So really cool 20th anniversary of Big Finish, basically in a nutshell. Okay, now we've got some filming stuff here. You may want to skip out the door if you do not want to be spoiled. Don't worry, that's just Mandip Gill in a wig. So don't worry about it. Moving on. Okay. Now, this has been updated. Now, we've seen this particular article before, but as Girly Letters here says, I will continue to update this blog as I get more information again. And apparently he can now share the identity of an actress who was filming Doctor Who in Granada Province. Her name was Amita Suman. So there she is. She was filming in the Granada Province in Spain. And don't worry, I'll leave you a link to this article in case you got annoyed as hell with my scrolling. Moving on. This one right here, I just wanted to pop up real quick and show you. Remember when Girly Letters warned you that some of these pictures were going to disappear? Sure enough, all the Quarry photos are now gone. Except for these right here, which do not include any actors or extras. Kind of interesting, ain't it? So, right there, weird stuff is abound. Okay, moving on. Just a few basic things I might have missed over the last couple days because of the hubbub going on. Boom. This, of course, has been announced as the cover for the annual. Like, I really enjoy, artwork, but the problem is I have to agree with a few people. How many times are we going to milk this same image? All right, this is the cover for the upcoming Lady Christina series on Big Finish. Speaking of that, I'm really enjoying this look. Pretty neat. I know some people are going, how come they keep bringing back all these side characters for Big Finish? Because Big Finish wants to make monies, you jackass. Oh, wait, how did I get in there? It's forbidden. And, of course, my friend Beef sent this to me. Apparently this was in the Mirror this week. That Beeb are comic-conning us, Doctor Who fans, basically. And basically, they're trying to hype up the fact there might be another trailer gate. You remember that back during the 50th anniversary series? The British taxpayers shelled out all that money so that, Moffat and gang can go to America, San Diego, California, and show an exclusive clip for the show they paid for. That's what they're hitting at. But like I said, I'm beginning to think that this week's clip that came out, it's beginning to smell like it was a deliberate leak. I'm going to be doing some more digging, maybe talk to some folks and see just where this came from. Ah, wait, that's forbidden stuff. I ain't allowed to show that either. What? Get down there. Ah. Wait, the universe, a quiet place. All right, there. So once again, folks, we've had a very exciting week here. The 52-second clip, if you watch it, is not going to give anything jarringly plot-wise away. So don't freak out if you've seen it or don't want to see it. I prefer to wait and remain pure for Doctor. Oh, come on. I can't buy that bullshit. Well, folks, I got to get out of here. So take care, ta-ta. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you on the flip side. Have a good one. And remember, keep your feet on the ground. That's an old Casey Kasem thing. I can't do it. Good night.